4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. This is Shot 30 Podcast. Alright, you ready? Let's get it. Catch me in the front when we go for a ride. I've always got White Claw by my side. This is Shayne Neubert. I'm the best. I'm like Ruby Red Squirt. Shot 30 Podcast. It's real dirty, can't you see? Shot 30 Podcast. Best radio show since I was 3. Talk it up. Talk about some fries. I'm like, yummy, yummy, dude. I never tell no lies. Can I get a McChicken 2 or 3? I want to eat them with my dude, my buddy. I love McDonald's and Burger King. But what I love most is a good fitting cock ring. Shot 30 Podcast. Thank you for being here. Shot 30 Podcast. Now raise your seltzer or your beer. Damn, dude, that was banging. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shayne Neubert. And I want to say that beat, oh my God, that beat. Yeah, I had to give up. I had to retire from doing the beats. But I did have a buddy out there, a beautiful man peach out there. And you could get those beats. And he sent me some of those for the podcast. And what a beautiful soul to do that for me. You can visit his site, www.realmusicproductions.com. And his IG and Twitter, the Chaz Williams. And visit his stuff, dude. Interstellar Journey on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, iTunes, Google Play, Pandora. Go get his shit, because it's fucking awesome. Especially if you like to freestyle rap a little bit. Which, you know, I dabble. I drink a couple seltzers, and then I kick back and listen to some beats. And then I either spray or I don't spray. And that's all that matters to me, is just the fact that I'm doing it. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. It's February 16th. Yeah, it's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be here. I just got back from St. Louis. St. Louis, baby. And I don't necessarily like St. Louis the most. I like outside of St. Louis. There's a place called Collinsville. And there's a place called Cahokia. Cahokia, they have Indian burial grounds over there. You know, growing up as a kid, I always thought it was just giant landfills. No, it was burial grounds. Is somebody listening to me? Somebody following me? But yeah, this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shayne Neubert. I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we do have some stuff that we're going to be, we're going to do a couple giveaways soon. And I think it's going to be some nice stuff that you guys want. So keep your eyes out for those. But hey, to Stelzer Nation, baby. And thank you guys for being here. Let me lift these up a little bit. And so, Valentine's Day is coming past. Another year, another love day. And did you guys get any love this Valentine's Day? Did you find the right person? Did you ask a person out? Or were you too scared? Because you never know. Your crush might be crushing on you just as hard. But if you never take that first step, you'll never know. You know? Don't just send a nude. You know, maybe nudes aren't always what everybody wants. I know some people, like my wife, definitely just prefer me send her a nude. But that's not always what everybody wants. And if you did ask out your Valentine, or you're married, or you have a long relationship or anything like that, what'd you guys do? Let me know in the comment box. Or what did you want to do? I know we went down to St. Louis with some friends and did a bunch of things and had a lot of fun. And my favorite part is we went down to St. Louis, and Saturday night, which is the, Banger's Paradise, out there. There's everything's going on in St. Louis Saturday night. And we decided just to kick back and drink and chill. play a little foosball, play a little rummy, play a little strip poker tease, a little soccer tease. And it was just such a nice deal, just to chill out. We have some good friends that we can just chill out with. It doesn't always have to be like, hey, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here, let's spend a shit ton of money here, here, here. And then you go back and you just get in the same bed where you would have ended up anyways. And sometimes you can make better memories with people just chilling out with them right beside you and not stressing out about, what time's the Uber going to be here? Because we don't drink and drive because we're responsible human beings. That's what I'm talking about. That was a solid ass Valentine's Day weekend. Goodness. Yeah, that was fun. And I hope you guys had a super enjoyable Valentine's Day. I hope you spread the love out there. And if you didn't this year, well, it comes around every single year, but you never know how many years you got on your ticker. You never know when it's going to be your last Valentine's Day. So make the most out of every single one. And it's not too late. It's not too late to be like, I know I missed Valentine's Day, but hey, let me make this up to you. Or let me ask you out now. Now that the pressure's off the table. We're not kids in school anymore asking somebody on a dance and then you only get one dance every 4 months to ask somebody out. We're adults now. Dude, we got licenses. We can drink stuff. Shit, in some places you can smoke stuff. Well, not if you're under 21 years old, then you can't even smoke a cigarette. But yeah, we have these opportunities now that we're adults to go on dates whenever we want. But don't go on dates with someone else if you're with someone else. Just break up with them first. It's way easier. Break up with the other person first and then go on a date with somebody else if that's what you want to do. Trust me, out of experience, I'm telling you, it's way easier that way. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and listening. I just checked our statistics on the podcast apps and man, this shit's doing good. It's doing good. You guys are all you little silly monkeys out there all internet typing and doing good and listening to this, and I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful to have you guys here in our corner. If Joe Frazier's right across from us, we're 60 Muhammad Ali's. Every single one of us. If you're on Team Shot 30, you are on Team Muhammad Ali. Or you could be a jiu-jitsu guy and visit Conspiracy Kimonos on Facebook and Instagram. And what they have is custom-made gis for jiu-jitsu. And, I mean, a jiu-jitsu gi is not going to really do much against, Joe Frazier. I think his first name was Joe, but he was a big boxer guy. But sometimes even boxers break the rules like Mike Tyson and bite people's ears. Visit Conspiracy Kimonos and get your gi for jiu-jitsu today. Yeah. But I don't know, baseball season's right around the corner. All the boys got their balls and bats out. Professional baseball players, not boys, all the men. The men got their lumber out. And there's always, you have that one girl as a Facebook friend, or if, in my case, 60 of them who are like, oh God, here comes Daddy Javier Baez. Here comes Papa Chris Bryant. Oh, Rizzo, move those hips for me like that. Move them like that. Oh, Daddy. And they don't actually put audio up, but I can read it in the way they type it on Facebook. Some people have a little bit of a dirty mind, or maybe it's just my mind being dirty too much. I just read everything on Facebook dirty, don't you guys? Somebody's going to get lunch. I'm like, going to get lunch. Oh, anybody want to join? That's what I read it as. So probably don't want to be my Facebook friend unless you want to be a little bit creeped out. But actually would never even know. It's just because of what's going on in my mind. And my mind's a wild thing. I think to myself, why am I thinking this stuff sometimes? And do you ever have just moments where you're sitting there and you just, why did I even have that stupid ass thought? I think all of us do that. I would say most all of us. But there are some people there, in the world that they're such sad people, sad people. And I don't understand how you could be that sad. And I want to bring it back to I was going to make a point out of all this sad shit I'm saying. I got a guy, and I know the guy. I've been close to the guy for a long time. Man, he decides to go on Facebook and, just destroy me as a person. Like, he destroys me as a person on other people's posts about the podcast, how stupid it is, how desperate I am for attention, how I'm a piece of shit, how I'm going to eat bugs so people care about me, and this and that. Like, where's that guy got to be in life? Where's that guy got to be in life just to... That's his form of fun. My form of fun is doing a podcast. I love doing a podcast. My form of fun is going upstairs and twerking for 3 hours, seeing if I can twerk like Miley, or seeing if I can do the Old Town Road dance, or seeing how many licks it takes to the center of Timmery's Tootsie Pop. Like, I do those kind of things. And this guy, or I play games with my friends or anything, but this guy's form of fun is just being mean to me for some reason. And that's a really sad thing. Like, I feel really bad for him. He's got to be just a sad, sad person, because if that guy called me right now and said that his car's stuck outside of Matherville, I still would probably give him a ride, because I don't know. I want everything to be good. I always, that's when I get sad when people are like that. I probably would give him a ride, and I would probably put dog shit on his seat, but at least he got a ride. Or I'd sneeze on him a few times as we drove. Have you ever accidentally sneezed on somebody? And I mean really accidental. I know some people out there are sickos and they just sneeze into each other's mouths, stuff like that. But you ever accidentally just sneezed on somebody and then them not see it? Like some stuff was up there and then you just see it attached to somebody's pant leg in front of you. Oh, I do it every day. I'm actually getting really good at it. Sometimes I actually make it into people's pockets and stuff. And then I wait to see if they reach their hand in their pocket. Oh, God, what is this? I've never actually done that. But what I have done is I've eaten the best cakes, cookies, cupcakes in the world. I don't know why I'm obsessed with Hardee's in today's world right now, but I'm also obsessed with Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies. Visit Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies on Facebook and Instagram today and get some beautiful, eloquent, delightful cakes. She really handcrafts the fuck out of them and makes them beautiful. She makes them beautiful. Visit Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies on Facebook for the best cake decorator on the goddamn planet. On the planet. It's a big planet. It's a big flat earth, It's a big flat earth we live in. I did want to tell you guys a little bit. I ordered some stuff from overseas a few months back, and it wasn't coming in. I was like, what the hell is going on here? This cost me a lot of money. What is going on with my order? This is bullshit. I want my money back. And I got a message back from all the people I bought stuff from, and they responded with the same thing. Sorry, the Spring Festival is going on in China right now, which is where we ship from. So we have been shut down for work. And I was like, Spring Festival? What the fuck is a Spring Festival? Well, it must be some sort of loss in translation, because the Spring Festival is not a festival at all. That is what... There's some loss in translation, like the spring flu, the spring sickness. They're talking about the coronavirus. That's kind of wild. Spring Festival. Here I'm wanting to send them balloons and the little kazoozis, the little things. Kazoos. Is it a kazoo? I don't know what the fuck it's called. The blower thing. And I'm not talking about me. But, yeah. Man, I don't know. There's so much going on in life, in the world, and are we happy or are we not happy? Is it scary? Is it not scary? Is the coronavirus scary? It scare you? And I don't mean it like, oh, I'm not scared of nothing. Well, if somebody's holding a gun to your head, you're probably scared. Or if you have a virus that's telling you that you're gonna die, you'd probably be a little worried. But does it scare you? What's going on over in China? Are you nervous? I know, yeah, I've heard some people oh, it's no big deal. It's just a way to cover up other news. What if it is a big deal? What if we all end up sick as shit, like, and we can't find a cure? What if it's your kid? What if it's your great-great-grandmother? I know if it's your great-great-grandmother, she's probably already punching her ticket to heaven or wherever else she might go, depending on how good of a person she was. Like, hopefully she's wrapped up in God's warm graces, but if she was a bad person, you know, who knows where she goes. Who knows? But you don't, that's a scary thing. That shit can live, the coronavirus can live without a host for 3 goddamn days. That means it can float around in this podcast studio with me just dodging it. And the only reason I dodge it is because I have my conspiracy kimono gi on, and I'll be a little bit faster and more agile with the conspiracy kimono gi on. But it can live in the air for 3 days without a host. Dude, you imagine, like, You imagine just wandering around the street, how many coronaviruses are flying around in the streets in China? I'll say it. I'm scared. I'm scared for everybody. But yeah, that's just the life we live in sometimes, you know? And I did see a movie I wanted to tell you guys about that I really enjoyed. It was really odd. It had PETA from Hunger Games. He was playing a robber, a gas station robber. It's called Burn. I remember now. It's Burn. It's on Netflix or Amazon Prime, one or the other, but it's called Burn. And I swear to God, you guys are going to really enjoy this movie. It's really quirky, really odd, but you never are uninterested. Like, what the fuck is going on the whole time? It's more of like a suspense-ish kind of movie, but I think you'll really enjoy it. It's called Burn on Netflix or Amazon. Who knows? And the wife got me some shit for an upcoming podcast. This shit's gonna be raw as hell. Raw as hell, girl. We got scorpions, water scorpions, and like a giant water beetle cockroach thing. They're freeze dried and you're supposed to eat them. Well, I got 2 of each. So we're going to find out who the brave soldiers are going to be who eat these delicate delights with me. Yeah. Maybe when Haley Paxton's coming on the show here in, hopefully really soon, we're going to do an episode about epilepsy. And I think it's going to be, I'm really excited for this episode. I think it's going to be just awesome and informational and maybe a little bit weird and a little nasty. But maybe we'll make her eat a scorpion. Or maybe I'll just make her a sandwich that has chopped up scorpion in it. And just see how she reacts when I tell her. That'd be a good idea. But Haley Paxton is also going to talk about her business. Her big, beautiful, flourishing business. Wait, that BBB. Big, beautiful... The BBFB. Yeah. Big BBFB. Yeah, and I know some of you dirty porn lookers are thinking of another word that rhymes with that, but cool it for a little bit. Like, let's not just jump to conclusions on porn searches, okay? But she's going to talk about Handmade by Haley. And Handmade by Haley made this beautiful sign here, the 69 in the background. A lot of the shit that we have upstairs in the bed, I didn't mean to call it shit. It's just a term that I use. Beautiful items. I don't mean to call it shit. But she makes beautiful signs. She makes especially seasonal indoor-outdoor wood designs. She makes witches, the 3 witches, Hocus Pocus witches, Santa stuff, the Easter Bunny stuff, like all kinds of that creepy stuff that we still like today. Visit Handmade by Haley for the best handcrafted woodwork designs you'll ever see in your goddamn life on Facebook today. And hey, maybe you'll even win one of her free giveaways. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you guys about SpongeBob. SpongeBob. Most of us all grew up with SpongeBob, right? Yeah, dude. My kids were watching SpongeBob the other day, and I realize now, Do you know SpongeBob has the real actors on the show now? It's not just all cartoon. It has like the guy who plays Patrick pretending to be Patrick in real life at a restaurant, and then Squidward taking his order. Man, that shit was weird. That wigged me out for a little bit. It wigged me out. And did you guys know that SpongeBob actually was supposed to be an adult show when they first started it out? It was supposed to be an adult show, like Family Guy. And now it's just turned into this really giggly, happy kids show. I'm going to probably guess the most successful kids show of all time. I mean, Rugrats was great. I would say, okay, so The Simpsons would be the best adult cartoon of all time, I'm going to assume. But I would have to say SpongeBob would be the best, most successful kids one. I mean, I could throw my 10 cents in there and say, Hey Arnold is. I could throw my 10 cents in there and say Rugrats is. Man. And you want to know the darkest cartoon I ever seen? Like, and I'm not talking like anime porn, you fucking weirdos. I'm talking about like just dark cartoon. When I was a kid, we had the HBO station, I believe, or whatever, and they had Spawn. Spawn is a comic book character. And dude, there was a cartoon series for Spawn, and that shit was so dark. I felt like I was playing GTA in real life. Just watching that shit. You know, like that. The very opening scene is this guy tries to help this guy, and the guy doesn't want his help, so he falls in gasoline. The other guy just throws a cigarette on him, and they're just burning to death. And that's not for kids, clearly, but I was watching it then. But I'm giving it credit as an adult cartoon. Man, that shit was dark as hell. But yeah, I don't want to make this podcast too long today. I just want to do some quick little maintenance work, and I really just wanted to play my guy Chaz Williams' beat on here because that shit is fucking good. But I do want to let you know that if you do need a male escort, if you need, a date for, like a fishing date, you want somebody out there to hold your pole as you put your worm on it, hey, visit Jerome Lovely on Facebook today and get your male escort in the Quad City, Chicago area. Have him put his worm on your pole, and just fish for a little while. Ice fish if you must. Those fish are still out there underneath that crusty, icy surface. Visit Jerome Lovely today. Don't feel lonely. Feel lovely with Jerome Lovely. Yeah. And I think that's it. Like, I think that's about a wrap. But I do want to let you know that you guys can send your emails in if you have any questions. You want to talk about anything, you want to hear anything in particular talked about on the damn show. If you want to hear anything, send your emails into the word shot, the word 30, and then the number 30. So shot3030 at gmail.com. And hey, we'll get back to them. I know we have a couple in there right now, but I like to do it with guests. I like to do emails with guests a little bit. And so we have a great lineup coming up. We have Evan Schwerbrock. He's lost his eyesight, but he's a power lifter. And he's a really, really great, like 600 and some pound deadlift. The kid is one of the smartest people I've ever met. He was an incredible basketball player, and he's going to be coming on the show. And then Haley, that's Handmade by Haley. She's going to talk about epilepsy with me, and we're going to go back and forth, and hopefully I get her drunk and maybe spitballs at her or something. Maybe cum balls or something. I don't know. I mean mothballs, not cum balls. What the fuck? Yeah, who else do we have? Oh, man, we have a buddy of mine that I grew up with. His name is Matt DeRue. He just started a construction business, and, man, he's a good-looking guy. What a cool cat, too. He's going to be coming on the show. We have a bunch of other people. It's hard for me to keep up in my stupid brain because it's the size of a pea. But I do want to say thank you guys for being here. If you haven't already, please go hit like, share, subscribe, whatever you need to do. Go hit the 5 stars on an Apple Podcast on Stitcher. Make sure you subscribe, because those are things that hugely help us out. Just that little bit of support goes a long way for us. You know what I'm saying? This is Shot 30 Podcast, and I want to say, have a blessed evening, weirdos. I bet you thought I was gonna rap, I was gonna tap, I was gonna put a cap in your ass. This is the end. Don't you forget to bend and stretch your butt just a little bit. I don't give a shit. This is Shot 30 Podcast. Check it out. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your papa, or your kids. No, don't tell those. Just people who can listen. Thank you guys for being here. Peace.